What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q1, and I am back with The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 12, Potomac and Ponies and Problems. Before I start, y'all make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video that I drop. Make sure y'all like the video so I can stay in the algorithm, all right? Shout out to all my new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope y'all like my content. And to all the people that are still here, thank you. Y'all know I love y'all. For real, for real. Okay? The ladies pissed me off, as per usual. Mainly Ashley, Giselle, and a little bit of Wendy, and some of Kiana. Okay? But, let's just go ahead. So the episode started, it actually picked up with Angel still explaining her situation. Meanwhile, you see Jassy and Giselle in the corner talking about this sounds, it still don't sound right. Girl, fuck y'all. Okay? I don't give a damn what y'all think something should sound. This lady still have a whole house. Like, Angel, the way I would tell them bitches to kiss my girl. Angel then turns to Ashley and say, any more questions because I didn't get evicted home, girl. When I tell y'all, Angel stresses me out, because I would have been like, bitch, what the fuck you got to say now? Okay? Like, they would have been trying to peel my fingers from off of Ashley's throat. This would have been my last season. Y'all can have this badge because, bitch, I quit. Okay? I quit. So, anyway, Kay said in her confessional, Angel and eviction don't go in the same sentence. She said, y'all need to leave my girl alone. Bitch, if you don't defend your friend, like, I know something. And that says a lot about you. That says how much you want to be in the in crowd, that you will let your friend fight all of these hoes tooth and nail, and you wouldn't even stand up for your friend. But I forgot, you had to chin check your friend in the beginning of the season. Girl, I'm trying. Anyway, to Angel, again, if you don't cuss Ashley the fuck out. Shout out to Gabor, because if y'all listen to Gabor, the one thing he do say when it comes to Angel is, you got to get these bitches up off of you. Okay? And Angel, you need to learn how to get these bitches up off of you. I know you know how to do it. But you going to sit here and come on this nationally syndicated TV show and acting like, I'm just going to be cordial. Girl, fuck being cordial. And if you going to let these hoes run over you, girl, then fuck you. Okay? So, Eddie told the guys that Wendy wanted another ring. Girl, first of all, let me say this. The insurance companies rob us all the time. Okay? So if y'all did it, I'm not mad. But stop. Okay, I don't know if production really don't like Wendy and her family, but it is very eerie to hear them always talk about money, monetary things, or possessions and stuff like that, and things that they want new. I'm not mad that they want it, and I feel like if you can afford it, yeah, but I don't know. Anyway, girl, Charisse walked in with this see-through as corset. Like, it looked like a teddy that she wear at night, and her titties was hanging like this, like mine. Okay, it hang. And so she goes over to speak to Stacy and Timo. And if I was Stacy, I would have been like, bitch, who you speaking to? Because get the fuck, go right over there with your raggedy ass friends. Y'all gotta learn how to check a bitch, okay? let your throat chakras learn how to work your throat chakras. Okay? So Stacy decided to introduce Wendy and Eddie to Timu, and he was getting ready to leave. Now, this is the part that pissed me off the most, because Wendy decided to go over and tell Giselle, looking like a minion, that she tells Giselle and Ashley that Timu left. So Giselle was like, why do we have to cater to him? And Ashley was saying the same thing. And for me, I feel like the same with Ashley, the same way the people had to cater to Michael and his pedophile ass, nasty ass behavior. Okay? Nobody couldn't say nothing about that. Remember, your ex-husband / baby daddy, the nigga with the worms, tried to sue Candace for talking about him. She wasn't lying on him. And Giselle, the fact that you and Robin sat up here on these people TV and acted a goddamn fool for so many seasons, and people actually cater to that, girl, mammy, motherfuck y'all. I just, So, we don't know why Charisse decided to bring her son Jackson, but she did. Okay? So, we get a flashback with Ashley telling Charisse that she kissed her son. I believe she fucked him. But that's just me, because he was very tight-lipped. It was her who felt like she had to put it out there. That whore dropping for a pimp. I cannot stand Ashley bitch ass. I don't like her. Okay? And so Giselle and Charisse was like, oh, okay. So the standards are set differently for everybody else. As my girl Candace D. Dillard Bassett will say, the line is always moving. Okay? Because Giselle, didn't your funky ass just say about Stacy in your confessional, she is not to be trusted around, husbands and children? But then you have Ashley, who was married to Michael, the pedophile, and, from one pedophile to the next, because his wife sure is a pedophile. Like, it don't apply to her. No, she is not to be trusted. Listen, Jackson, I just want you to stay away from Ashley before you get H1N1. And Giselle, you, Ashley, and Charisse can go to the nearest of hells. Okay? So, Angel have a sidebar with Tia about what's going on and how she feeling about how the ladies treated her. So, again, Giselle takes this moment to be a bitch. She was like, well, I know you wanted to have conversation, talking to Angel, but we need you to play this game. The way I would have took that balloon and shoved that shit down her throat, girl, you, this game, this balloon, and everything else in here. And this nasty ass food. Like, it baffles me how Angel is trying to keep this nice persona going, and you clearly want to say something, because you always say stuff after the fact instead of saying it to them in their face, because you don't want to piss them off. Girl, fuck them. Anyway, Kiana stupid ass. Girl, y'all, listen, I know sometimes I come on here a bit dramatic, okay? And I really try not to. But Kiana decided she wanted to move in with Greg. And Giselle did make a point. She was like, listen, you basically moving in with him is not going to ensure y'all getting married. We'll see that down, a little later. So Stacy wants everybody to eat her nasty ass white potato salad. And I don't mean white like skin white. I mean white like there was no, I don't even know if she put mustard in it. I thought I saw olives in that potato salad, but I think I saw 2 olives in there. But okay, girl. So she wanted Cam, baby Cam, taste the potato salad, and she was like, but that shit was nasty. First of all, I would have been like me, because I'm not stupid. I'm crazy. I would have been like, who made this nasty ass potato salad? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't eat everybody potato salad. And baby, from New Orleans, we can make, they got people who can make some good potato salad. Okay? Good. Okay? So, now let me say this. I'm no potato salad connoisseur. I don't even know how to make potato salad. I will go buy the potato salad in Walmart. Don't y'all tell nobody I do this. And put a little something in there. But it don't even need that. Okay? Because their potato salad be good. And I want y'all to know, the person who be in that bag probably making that potato salad, arms look just like this. Anyway, y'all catch me in the gym in January. Anyway, so Ashley was having a conversation with Jackson. Sharice was standing right there, and she was just like keeping her eye on things. First of all, your son is grown, and I should have said that earlier. Jackson is grown. Yes, he is. But you's a nasty ass hoe. Okay? You were for a buck. And when I'm talking about Ashley. Okay? And the fact that the way she described Jackson that night he dropped her off home, because I was a bit inebriated. Girl, I just can't stand her, okay? Anyway, and so Wendy overheard them talking about it. And she was like, say what now? She got loud. And so she was like, I don't want y'all messing with my son. Talk to the PDF, okay? Girl. Anyway, the fact that y'all kids gotta grow up with parents like you and Michael is a whole nother entity. Okay? So then we get to Tia and Rob's house. First of all, y'all sitting there talking about if your kids want to volunteer for chores. I'm going to tell y'all this. When I was young, Rosemary was like, when I get home, my shit better be clean. And that was it. That was it. It wasn't no volunteer. It was voluntold. And Tia was like, kids are disrespectful. No, Tia, your kids are disrespectful. Your kids are rude. Your kids are lazy. And you have created that situation. So I don't care. Anyway, we find out she have a stepsister. Her daddy, she didn't want to be bothered with her stepsister because her mama was like, no, she didn't want to deal with no outside kid. And so Tia didn't want to deal with the outside kid. But when her daddy died, she felt like it was important for her to have a relationship with her sister. Fine. So Stacy and her husband work out. Stacy was like, should I work out so I could get a bigger booty? Baby, Timo was like, no, flat booties matter. So Stacy want us to know that Timo been clapping them cheeks all around the house. Okay? Ill. But I'm not mad at it. Okay? So then we get to Angel and Bobby. So the girls are supposed to be coming to the trip to Colorado. She want to do something nice for these hoes. And I'm just like, why? As much as they disrespected you, the way I would have told them to go get a hotel, go to Motel 6 where they leave the light open for you. Girl. Anyway, we get to Wendy and Eddie. We get to Wendy and Eddie. The renovations are beautiful. I just hope that you guys are here to enjoy those renovations, okay? So, Wendy called her dad, and of course, he's a deadbeat, okay? It seems as though he was a little off-putting, but of course, we don't know how long that conversation lasts, and we don't how long that conversation was. And we also don't know what was all said on that conversation. So he tells her, no need to cry over spilled milk. It just seems as though he was emotionally absent as when it was talking and like saying, hey, I miss you or I love you or something like that. And then he just immediately wanted to speak to Eddie. Man, speak to Eddie. Jesus. So, so she let him talk to Eddie and then they got off the phone. Over at Giselle's, she don't have nothing going on, but it's good to know that she's working with the Brain Tumor Society people. Okay, moving along. Kiana, dumbass, decided to move in with Greg, but she's still talking about the ring or whatever. So, remember when he went to the jewelry store? We knew he couldn't afford the ring. He couldn't afford the rings was just way out of his budget. Okay? And he got her a gift from the jewelry store. She opened it. She was like, oh my God, what is it? It was some pretty roses. It was really, really pretty. He was like, well, I know you like roses. And then she have a box. She was like, oh my God, is that a ring? It was a picture frame. I said, bitch. Sorry. I mean, it was a cute picture frame. He said, that's for us to put our picture in. Girl, if this man ain't duping you, okay. Girl. So, Kiana decided she wanted to make excuses for Greg once again about how the ring... I feel like overall she was saying how the ring doesn't really matter, but it matters because you keep talking about it and you are asking him, and that their relationship is way more important. Like they're working on other things first and then the ring comes after, and how the ring don't really solidify the relationship. But again, Kiana, you can convince yourself of that. I mean, I don't know if you're trying to convince yourself or us, but all I know is if you're looking to marry Greg, I just feel like you should have just stayed in your place. I don't know. So anyway, Tia and her sister meet up, have lunch. Basically, her mom didn't want to have a relationship with the sister, so Tia didn't have a relationship with her sister. But they're good now. Wasn't nothing there for me, nothing important to pull out. But shout out to you, and your sister is gorgeous. Shout out to y'all for having a relationship. All right. I'm going to take this last piece slow with Wendy, light-skinned Susan, and that sister. Okay. Because I don't know the sister name. All right. Just real quick. It was a picture on the wall with Eddie, Wendy, and their kids. Beautiful. I mean, just... it was given. Okay? It was given. Anyway, I wrote that I felt like Wendy is a people pleaser. She told her mom that she called her dad. And her sister said, don't get your hopes up and don't put him on a pedestal. And so it seemed like Wendy felt a way, and I think she just wanted their support on her wanting to have a relationship with her dad, especially, her dad is older and she's she's older. So I think she's seeing things just a little bit differently. So light-skinned Keisha said, I was the one who had the baby. That nigga was a sperm donor. Okay? When light-skinned Susan said that, I felt that all in my chakras. Okay? I felt that all in my chakras. Okay? So, when she said she has to work 4 jobs, all of the things, it's hard. Let me just not deviate from the notes. So, anyway, Wendy told her mom, because her mom started to get loud and she started to cuss, and she was like, she did like this, because what we're not going to do is, she said, what I'm going to do is protect my kids. I just don't think it was nothing wrong with that. I get that the mom was upset, but you're talking like this in front of her kids. Let her send her kids upstairs. like, for me, the way her mama was talking to her, it felt like she talked to Wendy like that most of her life. Her and her sister. But her sister learned to just be, strong and just kind of just let it fall off the chin. Anyway, she said she wanted to protect her kids, and I wasn't mad at that. I feel like Wendy and her mom was both defensive. I feel like Wendy was defensive when her mom came at her for, her letting her mom know, hey, I'm trying to build a relationship with my dad. Wendy's mom was mad because after all of these things I've done for you, how I helped you, how I worked 4 jobs, and you want to go build a relationship with him, that is disrespectful. And she felt like she was being disrespected. And if you take yourself out of the situation, it's not about you. It's about something. This is what she wants to do. Anyway, light-skinned Susan she's pissed, all right? And she feel like, overall, I feel like light-skinned Susan really feels like Wendy is choosing her dad over her, and that is not fair. That's not fair. So I just wanted to point this out too. So I think the kids was probably trying to come downstairs and listen, because Eddie was looking. You can see Eddie in the background. He looked up and he had to go run up to go tell little kids, get your ass upstairs. Okay. He didn't say that, but that's what I imagined. Okay. Anyway, light-skinned Susan don't want to hear a whole ass thing about Wendy in this relationship with her daddy, because let's be clear, he's a nothing ass, sour ass, crunchy black ass deadbeat. Okay? He did not help that lady. He did not internationally, Walmart to Walmart, send child support. That lady had to work 4 jobs. Okay? But all Wendy was saying is, listen, don't give me that energy. If you're mad at him, be mad at him. But don't be mad at me for building a relationship with my father. I can't stay mad at him, but I feel for you because you have harbored all of that. And that is real. And most people will tell you, oh, get over that. No, that is something that takes a minute for some of us to get over. Having to do the whole thing by yourself. You find some people, like me, I feel like I cried at my youngest daughter's graduation. I think I let every tear out, every frustration, everything I had to do. Just, you let it out. All right. So, yeah. So the mama was like, so as Wendy was talking, she was like, shut up. She told her, shut up. Wendy was like, she told Wendy, you calling me an idiot? She was like, I ain't call you no idiot. So the mom felt like Wendy was disrespectful because she walked off and all of that. So she told Wendy, fuck you, Wendy, fuck you. And I would have been like, girl, mother. I wouldn't have. Not my mom. Okay. I'm just saying. Wendy looked embarrassed. She looked like, I'm used to it. But she looked hurt all at the same time because she's just tired of it being 2-on-1. And it does seem as though that sister go along with whatever that mama say. Now, I will say this. You may have worked 4 jobs. And you may, to light-skinned Susan, you may have worked 4 jobs, helped Wendy with her kids, and did all of the things that a grandmother and a mother was supposed to do. But let's be clear. It is Wendy and Eddie that takes care of you. Don't they give you like a monthly allowance or something? Like, yeah. Because you have that attitude like they owe you something. And your kids don't owe you a motherfucking thing. Let's start there. Okay? You was wrong for how you talked to that lady in her house. You was wrong for disrespecting her. Like, if you didn't like it, it's okay. It's okay to say, you know what? I don't like it. But to act this way, I would have put your light skin ass the fuck out. Okay, you would have been gone. As a matter of fact, leave my jollof rice. Okay, leave it here. My goat and my curry. You can get the out with your pink and brown outfit. You and her. Take her with you. Bitch. You know, like, that's something I would have said, but I would have. I'm sorry, y'all. That lady was so disrespectful, y'all. Whew. So here go my little assessment. So again, I see why Wendy feels the need to want to be accepted, and I think it kind of falls into her friendship, because you want to be accepted by these girls. You know, I don't feel, there's something in me feels like the love that Wendy was really searching for, from her mom and dad, I don't think she got it. And I think her mom may have really loved her, but her mom didn't have the time to give her what she needed, because her mom, again, she had to work 4 jobs. And that daddy was just trash. Let the record show the nigga is trash. But you can't get mad because the girl want to have a relationship with her daddy. Okay? Anyway, also, Wendy telling you to chill while she sent her kids upstairs wasn't wrong. I just don't think it was wrong. I just think that there are some conversations you just shouldn't have in front of the kids. Even when she walked in and she was like, oh my God, I never seen black toilet paper. Can you get a UTI? And I'm just like, girl. Anyway, when her sister and her mom double teamed her, I also felt like that was wrong. Again, y'all can feel how y'all feel. That is okay. That is okay. But for y'all to make her feel like she's wrong because she wants to build a relationship is fucked up to me. Eddie just smiles through it all. I be like, oh, Eddie. And I know he probably be wanting to curse in his native tongue or in his, regular tongue. But Eddie is more of the supporting person between him and his wife. Also, okay, I said that already. But I will say this. I'm glad Wendy didn't then curse them out and tell them, bitch, get the fuck out of my house before I whoop y'all ass. Girl, fuck y'all, because I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm grown. Okay? Because I don't know, girl, you might need them just in case you and Eddie got to go to the slammer. All right? This is your girl, Kiwan, reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.